Wiltshire is a county in southwest England with an area of 3,485 square kilometres. It is landlocked and borders the counties of Dorset, Somerset, Hampshire, Gloucestershire, Oxfordshire and Berkshire. Until 1930 the county town was Wilton, but Wiltshire Council is now based at Trowbridge. Wiltshire is characterised by its high downland and wide valleys. Salisbury Plain is noted for being the location of the Stonehenge and Avebury stone circles and other ancient landmarks, and as a training area for the British Army. The city of Salisbury is notable for its medieval cathedral. Important country houses open to the public include Longleat, near Warminster, and the National Trust's Stourhead, near Mere. Toponymy: the county, in the 9th century written as ʻwɪltʃər, later ʻwɪltʃər, is named after the former county town of Wilton. History: Wiltshire is notable for its pre-Roman archaeology. The Mesolithic, Neolithic and Bronze Age people that occupied southern Britain built settlements on the hills and downland that cover Wiltshire. Stonehenge and Avebury are perhaps the most famous Neolithic sites in the UK. In the 6th and 7th centuries Wiltshire was at the western edge of Saxon Britain, as Cranbourne Chase and the Somerset levels prevented the advance to the west. The Battle of Bedwin was fought in 675 between Escuin, a West Saxon nobleman who had seized the throne of Queen Saxburga, and King Wulfhere of Mercia. In 878 the Danes invaded the county. Following the Norman conquest, large areas of the country came into the possession of the Crown and the Church. At the time of the Domesday Survey the industry of Wiltshire was largely agricultural. 390 mills are mentioned, and vineyards at Tollard and Laycock. In the succeeding centuries sheep farming was vigorously pursued, and the Cistercian monasteries of Kingswood and Stanley exported wool to the Florentine and Flemish markets in the 13th and 14th centuries. In the 17th century English Civil War Wiltshire was largely parliamentarian. The Battle of Roundway Down, a decisive royalist victory, was fought near Devizes. In 1794 it was decided at a meeting at the Baron in Devizes to raise a body of 10 independent troops of yeomanry for the county of Wiltshire, which formed the basis for what would become the Royal Wiltshire Yeomanry, who served with distinction both at home and abroad, during the Boer War, World War I and World War II. The Royal Wiltshire Yeomanry currently lives on as Y Squadron, based in Swindon, and B Squadron, based in Salisbury, of the Royal Wessex Yeomanry. Around 1800 the Kennet and Avon Canal was built through Wiltshire, providing a route for transporting cargoes from Bristol to London until the development of the Great Western Railway. Information on the 261 civil parishes of Wiltshire is available on the Wiltshire Community History website, run by the Libraries and Heritage Services of Wiltshire County Council. This site includes maps, demographic data, historic and modern pictures and short histories. The Moon Rakers. The local nickname for Wiltshire natives is Moon Rakers. This originated from a story of smugglers who managed to foil the local excise men by hiding their alcohol, possibly French brandy in barrels or kegs, in a village pond. When confronted by the excise men they raked the surface to conceal the submerged contraband with ripples, and claimed that they were trying to rake in a large round cheese visible in the pond, really a reflection of the full moon. The officials took them for simple yokels or mad and left them alone, allowing them to continue with their illegal activities. Many villagers claim the tale for their own village pond, but the story is most commonly linked with the Crammer in Devizes. Geology, landscape and ecology. 2/3 of Wiltshire, a mostly rural county, lies on chalk, a kind of soft, white, porous limestone that is resistant to erosion, giving it a high chalk downland landscape. This chalk is part of a system of chalk downlands throughout eastern and southern England, formed by the rocks of the chalk group and stretching from the Dorset Downs in the west to Dover in the east. The largest area of chalk in Wiltshire is Salisbury Plain, which is used mainly for arable agriculture and by the British Army as training ranges. The highest point in the county is the Tan Hill Milk Hill Ridge in the Pewsey Vale, just to the north of Salisbury Plain, at 295 meters above sea level. The chalk uplands run northeast into West Berkshire in the Marlborough Downs Ridge, and southwest into Dorset as Cranbourne Chase. Cranbourne Chase, which straddles the border, has, like Salisbury Plain, yielded much Stone Age and Bronze Age archaeology. The Marlborough Downs are part of the North Wessex Downs A and B, a 1,730 square kilometres conservation area in the northwest of the county, on the border with South Gloucestershire and Bath and northeast Somerset. The underlying rock is the resistant oolite limestone of the Cotswolds. Part of the Cotswolds A and B is also in Wiltshire, in the county's northwestern corner, between the areas of chalk and limestone downland are clay valleys and vales. The largest of these vales is the Avon Veil. The Avon cuts diagonally through the north of the county, flowing through Bradford-on-Avon and into Bath and Bristol. The Vale of Pewsey has been cut through the chalk into Greensand and Oxford clay in the centre of the county. In the southwest of the county is the Vale of Wardour. The southeast of the county lies on the sandy soils of the northernmost area of the New Forest. Chalk is a porous rock, so the chalk hills have little surface water. The main settlements in the county are therefore situated at wet points. Notably, Salisbury is situated between the chalk of Salisbury Plain and marshy flood plains. Climate. Along with the rest of southwest England, Wiltshire has a temperate climate which is generally wetter and milder than the rest of the country. The annual mean temperature is approximately 10 degrees Celsius. Seasonal temperature variation is less extreme than most of the United Kingdom because of the adjacent sea temperatures. The summer months are July and August are the warmest, with mean daily maxima of approximately 21 degrees Celsius. In winter, mean minimum temperatures of 1 degree Celsius or 2 degrees Celsius are common. In the summer, the Azores high pressure affects the southwest of England. However, convective clouds sometimes forms inland, reducing the number of hours of sunshine. Annual sunshine rates are slightly less than the regional average of 1,600 hours. In December 1998, there were 20 days without sun recorded at Yeovilton. Most the rainfall in the southwest is caused by Atlantic depressions or by convection. Most of the rainfall in autumn and winter is caused by the Atlantic depressions, which is when they are most active. In summer, a large proportion of the rainfall is caused by sun heating the ground, leading to convection and to showers and thunderstorms. Average rainfall is around 700 millimeters. About 8 to 15 days of snowfall is typical. November to March have the highest mean wind speeds, and June to August have the lightest winds. The predominant wind direction is from the southwest. Economy. This is a chart of trend of regional gross value added of Wiltshire at current basic prices, with figures in millions of British pounds sterling. The northern part of the county is richer than the southern part, particularly since Swindon is home to national and international corporations such as Honda, Intel, Motorola, Alcatel-Lucent, Patheon, Catalent, Becton Dickinson, W.H. Smith, Early Learning Centre and Nationwide, with Dyson located in nearby Malmesbury. Wiltshire's employment structure is distinctive in having a significantly higher number of people in various forms of manufacturing than the national average. In addition, there is higher than average employment in public administration and defence, due to the military establishments around the county, particularly around Amesbury and Corsham. There are sizable British Army barracks at Tidworth, Bulford and Warminster. Further north, Rathlingham was home to the RAF's Hercules C-130 fleet until 2011. RAF operations ceased in late 2012 and a new Defence Technical Training College is currently being developed there. Wiltshire is also distinctive in having a high proportion of its working-age population who are economically active, and its low unemployment rates. The gross domestic product level in Wiltshire did not reach the UK average in 1998, and was only marginally above the rate for southwest England. Government and infrastructure. Service children's education has its headquarters in Trenchard Lines in Avon, Wiltshire. Education. Wiltshire has 29 county secondary schools, publicly funded, of which the largest is Warminster Kingdown, and another 13 independent secondaries, including Marlborough College, St Mary's Calne, Dauntsey's near Devizes, and Warminster School. The county schools are nearly all comprehensives, with the older pattern of education surviving only in Salisbury, which has 2 grammar schools and 3 secondary moderns. All but 2 of the county secondary schools in the former districts of West Wiltshire and North Wiltshire have sixth forms, but only half of those in the rest of the county. There are 3 further education colleges: New College, Swindon, Wiltshire College and Swindon College, providing some higher education. As yet there are no universities within Wiltshire, except that Bath Spa University has a centre at Corsham Court in Corsham, and Oxford Brookes University maintains a minor campus in Swindon. Outline plans for a projected University of Swindon or University of Wiltshire were announced by the Borough of Swindon in November 2008, but the scheme remains uncommitted. Swindon therefore remains the UK's largest centre of population without its own university. The closest university to Wiltshire's county town of Trowbridge is the University of Bath. Wiltshire is therefore one of the few remaining English counties without a university or university college. Demographics. The county registered a population of 613,024 in the census 2001. The population density is low at 178 inhabitants per square kilometre. In 1991 there were 230,109 dwellings in the county. In 1991, 98.3% of the population was indigenous and 17.9% of the population were over 65. Population of Wiltshire. 1801, 185,107. 1851, 254,221. 1901, 271,394. 1951, 386,692. 2001, 613,024. Politics and administration. Westminster Parliamentary Council. The ceremonial county of Wiltshire consists of 2 unitary authority areas, Wiltshire and Swindon, governed respectively by Wiltshire Council and Swindon Borough Council. Until the 2009 structural changes to local government in England, Wiltshire was a 2-level county, divided into 4 local government districts: Kennet, North Wiltshire, Salisbury and West Wiltshire, which existed alongside Wiltshire County Council, covering the same area and carrying out more strategic tasks, such as education and county roads. However, on 1 April 2009 these 5 local authorities were merged into a single unitary authority called Wiltshire Council, with the abolition of the district of Salisbury. A new Salisbury City Council was created at the same time to carry out several citywide functions and to hold the city's charter. As a result of elections held in 2009, Wiltshire Council comprises 61 Conservatives, 24 Liberal Democrats, 8 Independents, 3 Devizes Guardians and 2 Labour members. The council is led by Jane Scott, who had previously led the former Wiltshire County Council since 2003. Sport. The county is represented in the Football League by Swindon Town, who play at the County Ground Stadium near Swindon Town Centre. They joined the Football League on the creation of the 3rd Division in 1920, and have remained in the league ever since. Their most notable achievements include winning the Football League Cup in 1969 and the Anglo-Italian Cup in 1970. two successive promotions in 1986 and 1987, promotion to the Premier League as Division 1 playoff winners in 1993, the Division 2 title in 1996, and the promotion to League One in 2007 after finishing third in League Two. After Salisbury City went into liquidation in 2014, a new club, Salisbury, was formed and plays in the Wessex Football League. Wiltshire County Cricket Club play in the Minor Counties League. They predominantly play at Trowbridge Cricket Club ground but also play in Corsham and Salisbury. Swindon Robins Speedway team, who compete in the Sky Elite League, have been at their track at the Blunsdon Abbey Stadium since 1949. Principal settlements. Wiltshire has 21 towns and 1 city: Amesbury, Bradford-on-Avon, Calne, Chippenham, Corsham, Cricklade, Devizes, Highworth, Larkhill, Lodges Hall, Malmesbury, Marlborough, Melksham, Mere, Royalwood and Bassett, Salisbury, Swindon, Tidworth, Trowbridge, Warminster, Westbury, Wilton, Rawton. A list of settlements is a list of places in Wiltshire. Places of interest. Places of interest in Wiltshire include Ark Theatre, part of Wiltshire College, Trowbridge Campus, Ashcombe House, Arch by Isambard Kingdom, Brunel GWML, Chippenham, Avebury, Neolithic Stone Circle, Avebury Manor and Garden, Avon Valley Path, Barbary Castle, Beckhampton Avenue, Bentley Wood, Biddeston, Bowood House, Buttercross, Chippenham, Burlington, city-sized nuclear bunker with accommodation for 4,000 people, Conhill Locks, Devizes, Castle Combe, Castle Hill, Mere, Share Hill, White Horse, Chisbury Chapel, Coatwater, East Swindon, Corsham Court, Cotswold Water Park, Courts Garden, Crofton Pumping Station, Eddington Priory, Fonthill Abbey, Great Chalfield Manor, Iford Manor and Gardens, Kennet and Avon Canal Museum, Devizes, King Alfred's Tower, Laycock Abbey, Littlecote House, Longleat Safari Park, Lodges Hall Castle, Lodges Hall, Lydiard Park and House, West Swindon, Malmesbury Abbey, Maudheath's Causeway, Mompesson House, Old Sarum, the former cathedral, Phillips House and Dinton Park, Richard Jefferies' birthplace and museum, River Thames, Salisbury Cathedral, Salisbury and South Wiltshire Museum, the Science Museum at Rawton, Shearwater Lake, Silbury Hill, Stonehenge, Stourhead, Swindon and Cricklade Railway, Swindon Steam Railway Museum, Trafalgar House, Wardour Castle, West Kennet Long Barrow, Westbury White Horse, Westwood Manor, Woodhenge, Wilton House, Wilton Windmill, Wilts and Berks Canal, Wiltshire Heritage Museum, Wingreen Down, Rawton. Areas of countryside in Wiltshire include Cranbourne Chase, Marlborough Downs, Salisbury Plain, Vale of Pusey. Transport. Roads running through Wiltshire include the Ridgeway, an ancient route, and Roman roads, the Fossway, London to Bath Road and Ermine Way, National Cycle Route 4 and the Thames Path, a modern long-distance footpath run through the county. Routes through Wiltshire include A4 Road, M4 Motorway, M4 Corridor, A303 Trunk Road, A350 Road, A417 Road, navigable inland waterways, River Thames, Kennet and Avon Canal, canals subject to restoration, Thames and Severn Canal, North Wilts Canal, Wilts and Berks Canal, Rail 3 main railway routes, all of which carry passenger traffic, cross Wiltshire, Great Western Main Line, Wessex Main Line, West of England Main Line. Other routes include Reading to Taunton Line, Heart of Wessex Line, Golden Valley Line, South Wales Main Line. The major junction stations are Salisbury and Westbury, and important junctions are also found at Swindon, Chippenham and Trowbridge. There is also the Swindon and Cricklade Railway in the Thames Valley. Airfields in Wiltshire include Old Sarum Airfield, Clench Common Airfield and Redlands Airfield. Rathlingham was an air transport hub for British forces until its closure in 2012. Airports for scheduled airlines near Wiltshire include Bristol Airport, Bristol Filton Airport, Gloucestershire Airport, London Oxford Airport, London Heathrow Airport and Southampton Airport.